I'm Jon Hager of Industrial Biodynamics, developer of the slip simulator. For the past few years, Appalachian Power has used this device to address the fundamental issues of slip and trip injuries, improving balance and stability while traversing a slippery surface. The slip simulator provides a safe environment for kinesthetic slip and trip training, where employees can learn and practice modifying their walking technique in simulated hazardous surface conditions such as loose gravel, wet grass and dirt, and ice and snow. About half of all injuries to Appalachian Power employees come from slips and trips, but not all are due to slippery surfaces. Some occur while walking in difficult terrain or over obstacles. Some happen while carrying tools or equipment to job sites. The common thread in these injuries goes back to the fundamental principle of maintaining balance and stability while walking. When you think about walking in difficult terrain while carrying equipment, trail hikers come to mind. These folks walk 20 or more miles a day through the woods carrying everything they need on their back. They know better than anyone how to do it, and in a way that provides the greatest possible balance and mobility while placing the least amount of stress on the body. So today we're going to look at how they do what they do and see if their experience can help us live and work more safely.
Hello, my name is Cameron LaFew. I'm a doctor of physical therapy at Advanced Physical Therapy of Virginia in Salem. And I want to go over three basic principles when we're talking about lifting or carrying something, okay? Three basic principles. One is you want to keep that load as close to your body as you possibly can. The second rule is to make sure that you keep yourself symmetrical, right? You keep weight evenly distributed throughout your center of mass. And the third rule is you want to have your base of support in as wide a surface area as you can. And each of those points can be illustrated when you look at a hiker. They seem to follow those rules very well because they have to carry things for quite long distances, sometimes quite heavy loads. So the first one, keeping the load close to the body, the way we can do that is by the use of a backpack. It keeps the weight close to you. You have shoulder straps. You even can have a hip strap, which keeps the weight on your hips. It also allows you to move more naturally, right? Because the load is here, it's on my back. I can walk, I can move with reciprocal arm swing without being thrown off balance with the use of that backpack. Keeps the load close. Now you can get away with keeping the load outside of the body every now and then, but if you're thinking about a long day, okay, and hopefully a very long career, you want to make sure that you conserve energy, you don't push those muscles too hard, and keep the load close. The second rule is symmetry. You want to be able to be as symmetrical when you're carrying a load as possible, okay? Now, I know it's popular with the use of backpacks. You see it in school-age kids to one-strap it, to throw it on one side more than the other. I also see it in construction work as well. Now, what you'll find over time is that you'll be comfortable putting that over one shoulder more than the other. And you'll do that for a day, for a career, and it creates a lot of muscle imbalances and stress strain in different areas of the body, okay? So what we want to do is use the backpack for symmetry. We can also use walking sticks when the job requires it, when there's uneven terrain, when there's poor weather. The use of two walking sticks or even one walking stick can keep you symmetrical when you're moving on rocky terrain. To be able to pivot, to be able to reestablish your base of support is key, okay? Now the third rule is about that base of support. Now in normal bipedal locomotion, just on two legs, you have 2 points of contact. So your base of support is between right foot and left foot. It's pretty narrow. With just the use of one pole, you've now turned that from basically a line of gravity to a triangle when you think of surface area. You're a lot more stable and you can keep your center of mass more evenly distributed in that triangle. Honestly, it's even better with two poles because now we have more of a quadrilateral to keep our center of mass within. A fall, a slip, or trip only happens when the base of support moves out, or the center of mass moves outside of that base of support, okay? So if you can keep within that, it's much more safe. The backpack helps you keep the weight close to the center of mass, keep the weight close to you for long distances. The poles evenly distribute the weight and increase your surface area. I think you'll find that the use of these devices for your job will not only make your workday easier when you get home, but it also will prolong your career, avoid injury. I think that's the goal of what we all want.
Normally on a day-in, day-out basis, we do not use walking sticks or backpacks. Let us take a moment today to discuss how to properly adjust walking sticks and also how to properly wear and adjust our backpacks. Walking sticks should be adjusted at a 90-degree angle with your elbow to your body's core. The second section, which is this section, twist away from you to loosen and extend to the desired length. Once you reach that length, tighten it back up, twisting towards you. To extend the lower section, repeat the same steps as above. Go to the second section, take the lower section, twist away from you, extend to your desired length, twist back toward you, and lock it in place. This is how you adjust your walking sticks. Our walking sticks come with a strap and an adjustment. Always bring your hand up and into the walking stick strap. Come back around to the handle. As you can see, the handle has several grips. Correct adjustment is you should have your hand and thumb on the walking stick just above the top. And to do this and to achieve this, you have an adjustment, which is usually the lower tab. Place your thumb and forefinger on the top of the walking stick as such, and adjust the strap by pulling it in. What this does is when you're walking and you put the walking stick down, the pressure is not only in your hand, but it is distributed through my wrist, forearm, and hand. Now let's talk about walking sticks, 1 versus 2. One stick is better than not having one at all because it allows us to have 3 points of contact at all times. Whether we're going up or down, we still have 3 points of contact. However, 2 walking sticks are far better, especially when you're carrying a heavy load. It will help you to equally distribute the load across your body's core. Walking sticks, when used by 2, can reduce approximately 13 tons of stress to your lower extremities. That's your legs, your knees, and your ankles. 13 tons of stress per hour that it will reduce. Now let us demonstrate how to wear and adjust our backpacks. It's important that when we put on our backpacks that we place the loads to the center of the pack, to our core, the core of our back closest to our body. And we do that by adjusting our straps. We want our straps, once we've had the pack on our backs, we want the straps to be properly adjusted to bring the weight into our body's core. When you place these packs on your back, they can be heavy at times. And it's a good idea to have another coworker to assist you, if not available, a tail shelf of a truck, or what we call the knee to shoulder technique. Grasp the pack by both straps, bring it to your knee. Go ahead and do what's called the shoulder roll to properly get the pack on your back. At this point is where you need to do your adjustment of your straps. Some models come with a hip belt. This hip belt, when properly placed on your hips, just at the top of your hips, can accommodate 60% of the load. And that keeps the weight, all the weight off your shoulders, and more so to the center core of your body and on your hips. Not every job will require the use of a backpack and walking stick, but when conditions or terrain arise, these tools can help us reduce our chances of a slip, trip, fall, strain, or sprain, and help us to achieve our goal of 0 harm.